Celia, you guys had a nice week off heading into this week on the road. Just kind of, what did you guys do, and just for your purposes, what did you do during this week?
Well, I think it was a really nice break, especially because it was in the middle of the season, and I think mentally and physically it was very beneficial for all the players. We took some time off after getting some points, and we were able to disconnect, recharge the battery, and now we're back in training. And honestly, very excited about this week, about being back, and just hungry for more points.
Kind of looking at the last couple results, obviously 0-0 in Washington, and then the game against Houston. You guys have gotten results since
Mm-hmm.
that game in Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what needs to kind of build from those results heading into this one against Kansas City?
I think something that we started doing is it was working on principles. I think we are defining who we are on the field and also off the field, and we're starting to have a defined plan and game like style of playing. And I think like we're still working on it. We still have a little bit of a way to go, but things are starting to like click together. We're starting to develop that identity, and I think just keep working on those principles and on those bases, and just work from there up.
Looking at this Kansas City team, you played them technically twice this year, once in
Hmm.
preseason, once in regular season, and the last time you guys played was a bit wild. You know this team now at this point. What are you kind of looking for in terms of their danger players and just kind of overall of their team?
I think because they play with like a really narrow defensive backline, we're gonna try to like stretch them out, use those like wide spaces. And honestly, we've been a very vertical team in a way, but at the same time horizontal. I think we've been really using those pockets, switching the ball from one point through the middle to the other, but being chaotic in the middle, bringing players. And I think that's going to be a really good, dangerous weapon that we're going to have. And if we can make those relationships click, we can expose them by like using the wide spaces.
Kind of speaking of those wide spaces for you as a fullback, kind
Mm-hmm.
of overlapping into those wide spaces. How has that been just in terms of the tactical changes that Seb has been employing compared to what you did previously with Amanda? Just how similar, how different is it from the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the season to where you are
Mm-hmm.
now?
I definitely think that the formation that we're playing with right now, it's a lot. It requires the fullbacks a lot more aggressive attacking, and I think like the midfield that we have been doing a really good job of like giving us that balance and giving us the opportunity to like get higher and cover in case of like a counter attack. But yeah, it's been great. We've been also like working on our fitness, and I think that's like a really important part of the game. So like I said, we've been getting good results. We still have like obviously a long way to go, but it's we're headed in the right direction, and we're working on the crucial keys. So I think like as fullback, I'm excited, and like a Spanish player, I love having the ball with my feet. I love connecting, and I love like being playing little rondos around the field. And by having that opportunity to like get in the attack, I enjoy that, and it's been really fun.
Kind of looking at the defense as a whole, it's been solid in terms of not leaking goals like you
Hmm.
did in the past.
Hmm.
What, for your perspective, has been working, and how has that kind of cohesiveness within that back line improved over the last couple of games?
That's a really good observation. I think that you can lose if you don't get scored, and a huge part of that has been the defense line, and not even the defensive line, but like everybody, and just like those defensive principles. We've been a lot more aggressive by putting pressure on the person on the ball, and defensively, I think the players we finally like have the cohesion that is like necessary. We have that communication, and we've been getting clean sheets, which is like crucial for the game, by allowing our forwards to have the opportunity to like score, get the ball in the back of the net, and then just like getting the 3 points. But it's been great working with the defenders and doing a little more tactical and like also technical work as a defender, and it's showing results.